welcome back to the SQL Interview series. So today we're gonna solve one of the problem that was asked in the one of the broad-based company. So the problem is find the company with the highest number of users who only use a desktop, right? So we need to understand what exactly this problem mean. So first thing we have to understand what does desktop only mean, right? Desktop users, right? So it means that a user who has a record, right? So who has a record only the desktop device, but has zero records of maybe mobile or any other types, right? So let's say he might have logged in using tablet, right? So he doesn't have any kind of a details, right? So this is a key. So this is a key. We need to understand what is a desktop user mean. Okay. So oftentimes people won't give any schema or like a tables. So for this problem, let's assume we have a three simple tables. Okay. First thing, let's say we have a company's table. Okay. In this company's table, so maybe you may have to assume that we have a company ID and then corresponding company name, right? And, and another table, maybe we can use like a users, right? This contains user ID and the company ID corresponding to the user. Okay. And there will be another table usually we'll have that's called event, where when the user is logged into the platform or some other portal, so there will be an event will be triggered and then that will be saved into the events table. So here probably we will have I'd assume we have user ID and then device ID. Sorry, 1 second. We may have device. Okay. So now we are fine with the tables. Now let's go and see what is the logic we want to implement here. We need to understand what logic we're going to use, right? First thing, to identify only users, we need to find desktop users only, right? For this purpose, maybe what we have to do, we have to group by users and then find those who are only use desktop device, right? So grouping by user and find only user who use desktop. Okay. So once you have these users, what is the next thing? So we may need to count these users in each company, right? So we may need to use count of these users in each company. Am I right? So you need to use count of these users in each company. Okay. So here we will use a join on users and company table. Company table, right? And then there is one more thing, one more step we need to do, which is nothing but we need like if you see that clearly, we need only the highest number of company, right? So now what we can do, we will simply order the results, order, we will simply order our results and pick highest one, pick highest one, right? So this is the logic. For writing the query, I will use a subcommon CTE. So with desktop only uses as select user ID from events because my data is available at events, right? Group by group by user ID. And then this is the key. I need the users who have the device count equal to 1 and the device should be, right? The device should be is only desktop, right? So here we can use like a lower string because some people may enter like the capital of the desktop also, right? That is also possible. So this is our city. Now we need to find out the company who is having like a highest number of desktop only users, right? So what I need a company name. Okay. So now I will use the above desktop only users city. Maybe I will use this as a DOU. And I need to join with user tables as U. And then I need to join on DOU dot because the common column is user ID. Okay. U dot user ID. And I also need to join on with my company data because I don't have the company name. Companies as C. And again, I need to join this on u.company ID, and let's assume this users table with this company table. Okay, c dot company ID. And now what I need to group by company name, right? So I need to group by company name, and I need to do once I do the grouping. So what I need to calculate? I need to calculate whoever is having like a highest number, right? So now I will use count user ID, okay, as desktop only user count. Okay, so now what we have every company that is having like a user count of the desktop users now, but we need only the first company, correct? So what we will do, we have to do again order by this count, desktop only count. Okay, order by, and then you have to sort it, right? And now there's a one more catch. What if we have like a multiple company IDs with the same count, right? So that is also possible. Now one more order, what we can do was one more thing we can also do using company name, that is a secondary order clause. Okay, now you will have just do a limit one. So in this case, you will get a topmost company. Okay, that's it. If you found this is helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more real world interview questions. Thank you.